For instance, he wrote that Dracula had been a Sicily origin. Also, there are no historical documents that reference to vampires in Romanian territories. The cruelty of Vlad's ulterior military action was well documented. His name, Țepeș, is connected to the impalement. That was his favorite method of execution. But what led to his extreme measures? Vlad had a much complex personality, and his image of merciless warrior is just one piece of the puzzle. He lived in a pretty brutal world, and torture was a common occurrence to all European courts. As a child, he and his younger brother Radu were held hostage by the Ottoman Empire in 1442 to secure their father's loyalty. Surely he was never forgotten. His father and his elder brother were killed with the help of certain noble families, so he took care to avenge their death and also to take drastic measures to assure its own safety. And rightfully so, because he was eventually betrayed by the warriors and imprisoned in Transylvania by Matei Corvin for 14 years, while Wallachia was reigned by his brother Radu, who was favorable to the Turks. Vlad reigned over Wallachia 3 times. His first reign was in 1448 and lasted only 6 months, because he didn't have strong support from the nobility and was rapidly banished by the previous ruler, Vladislav II. Vlad was only 17 years old. The second reign, however, is the most important as it lasted the most, 6 years, between 1456 to 1462. This is a period when Vlad affirmed himself as a fearless and merciless leader. 14 years later, he succeeded to regain his throne, but unfortunately for a short period of time, as he was killed during a battle.
Even if he did not reign for many years, his action and his powerful personality have left a strong mark in the minds of many. He alone stood against Turks' expansion when all the other countries refused to help, and had the guts to say no in paying tribute to the Ottoman court. Thanks to his bravery, Wallachia and the entire Europe were not transformed into Ottoman territories. He could have lived a lavish life, but instead, he chose to die for his country. Let's listen to the voice of Vlad Țepeș and of all superheroes that never gave up defending their national identity. Ladies and gentlemen, Vlad Țepeș is among us and wants to send you all his message and his oath. Let's properly receive him. Vlad Țepeș.
Eu, Vlad Voievod, urmașul Marelui Mircea, v-am învățat să iubiți acest pământ bun și frumos. Să vă bucurați de roadele lui, dar la nevoie să-l apărați până la moarte. Văd în fața mea oameni liberi. Ce faceți voi cu libertatea? Luptați pentru ea. E drept. Dacă luptați, puteți muri. Dar dacă nu faceți nimic, răul va triumfa. Pe mine, iertați-mă pentru tot ce puteam să aud și nu am auzit. Pentru tot ce puteam să văd și nu am văzut. Pentru iertarea pe care puteam să o dau și nu am dat-o. Dar nu uitați, m-am învățat să vă ridicați din genunchi, să țineți sabia, să priviți în ochi pe oricine și să nu vă plecați în fața nimănui. Valahi, preferați să muriți în picioare decât să trăiți în genunchi. Credeți în voi și în Dumnezeu și nimeni niciodată nu vă poate lua libertatea!
It's really hard to imagine what Romania would have looked like without Vlad the Impaler. Even though he's famous for being a source of inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula, we assure you that his life story is far more interesting, and many Romanians view him as a national hero. He was one of the most respected rulers of Wallachia, a true defender of Christianity, a great warrior, and a brilliant politician. And despite being one of the cruelest rulers in Romania's history, we must not forget that he was also a man who loved and was loved, who cared for his family and his country, and lived in a time of great uncertainties, war, and conspiracies. The story continues, as the Wallachian prince stories will continue to be told here, year by year. We hope we'll see you again for more stories and more fun.